Hi everyone, welcome to episode 7 now.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, 7 weeks, we're already almost on 2 months of the podcast.
Nice.
So, super exciting as we move forward. Hopefully get on Spotify here soon. That's the goal. So, welcome everybody. Mehedi.
Dillon.
That's my name. Don't overuse it. So, Mehedi.
Say it twice.
Don't say it 3 times. I'll appear like Biggie in the mirror. You ever seen that episode? You know
No.
what I'm talking? Okay, we'll talk about that.
You talking about Beetlejuice?
But it's a reference to Beetlejuice, yeah. So, Mehedi, what's your advice to loan officers who are trying to make it in the industry? What are the best practices for them to close a sale? Any ancillary advice you give?
You gotta, business is the key. So at the beginning, Jesus, that's a big question.
Yeah, anything.
So step one is, what's the advice for new people coming to the industry, right? Network the crap out of yourself. Brand yourself. Brand yourself. That's one. What that means is let everybody know that you are in the mortgage industry. But then turn around, read guidelines, know your product. So product knowledge, so networking, product knowledge, and communication. Good news, bad news, all of it. If you could stick to that consistently, you will definitely, in the long run, because mortgages are not a short term, and unless you got to be in it about 3 years to really know. You got to be in it 3 years to survive properly.
Okay. Do you mean to make the money you want to make? Is that what you're referencing? Get the referrals?
No, be consistent. Have a consistent flow of income coming in. Somebody coming in just being a loan officer for like a bank is different, because you could get away with very minimum knowledge and still, like, pretty much you're just shuffling papers. That's different, and they give you a salary, they give you a small commission, but you don't really know the mortgage industry like you would if you were like a lending loan officer. And that's where really you make more money being a lending loan officer than a bank loan officer. And but then product knowledge becomes so crucial to this industry.
Yeah. So what would you recommend where it's like, from the branding aspect, you want to go, not door to door, obviously, that's not really effective anymore, but advertising for yourself, maybe hiring a freelancer, if it's like a smaller company, you don't really have a marketing team, or like how would you go about branding yourself? The events?
No, none of that. Door to door, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Mark
door to
Cuban's
door.
strategy.
Mark, is that his strategy?
Well, like when he was doing belt to belt stuff, ice cream stuff, when he was at university, that's kind of how he broke in the door.
Okay.
And got people to know his name, and then that's when he ended up founding Yahoo. It was about a year after that.
So interesting is that the door to door, but more of person to person. So that's direct consumer contact, right? Different era. So now you want to be more of known for the mortgage industry. It's a very, very, if you could, this is what I would do. I would put all my pride aside, all of it aside, and if you could pass out 50 cards a day, 50 cards a day for 90 days, consistently, that's like 5,000 or 4,500 cards, you would not, within the next 3 months, you never have to market again.
So, are there certain places, I mean, every city is built different, but there are certain places that you go like downtown, or would you go to the suburbs?
Well, you got to be comfortable approaching people. It has to be out of your comfort zone. You have to be comfortable approaching people. And to approach people, you got to be like, hey, my name is Mehedi, I do mortgages. Boom, I do mortgages. But you would soon become humble on how difficult that task is.
So having proper business cards, just because that's how you really start your branding. It's the foundation is a good business card. You ever seen American Psycho?
No.
With Christian, watch that. Because they like argue about like whose card is better, and it really is like a good way to brand yourself. You got the right card, the right information. Now, like,
strength in numbers, all of that becomes like a more of a knowledge. But to be properly branded, you need to touch 4,500 to 5,000 people in 90 days. They gotta know.
I know the event you went to in January seemed like, and I'm surprised you didn't say that was good for branding opportunities. Unless that's like later down the road, which you've already established.
That's as a company, we do an event for the company, and it's more to brand awareness for the company. It's not but as a newbie coming in, those events, there's already people that are there that's doing. You want to go directly to the people, and to do that, you need 5,000 cards in 90 days.
And then you think it kind of just takes care of itself because you're literally your own salesperson on the phone, pretty much.
Well, you're really, what you're doing is not a salesperson. I don't sell anything.
Yeah.
It's more of service. This is mortgage is a service industry.
Sure.
What you're doing is just brand awareness, letting 5,000 people know that you do mortgages will have a ripple effect for the rest of your life.
And then I feel like, because where my mind takes me, if you were to do that approach, is like, okay, let's just say you get some people in the door from that approach. Well, it's like, okay, did you like my service? Then tell your friends. I'll offer them a free
5,000 people and staying in communication. Two things to make it in the mortgage industry. If I had to dumb it all down, take 5,000 business cards. Doesn't matter. Like, it's got to be like average business cards.
Yeah.
5,000 business cards and communication.
Okay. So, to play off of that, is that the same advice you would give yourself if you came into the industry?
My problem would be to approaching complete strangers. I would have a problem with that first. If I could put it in a rotation and become, I would do it today actually.
You would do that?
I would do it today.
You've talked in the podcast before how you look at yourself as an introvert. You think that's difficult as an introvert?
For me.
Yeah, super uncomfortable.
Super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I could do it if you put. But I'm also like a realist. Like, can I do something? If I really put my mind to it? I could, if I really wanted to, and I had a motivation.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't have that motivation to go chase after 5,000 people. But if I could take 5,000 business cards, I could do it.
Thanks, Mehedi.
Dillon,
Awesome. Episode 7. And we'll see you guys next week.